against me. I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On third down, it's Harrison. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Wheeler, he's going to take another shot here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And take it right on the 30. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Hilton. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Vikings 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their mobile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off play action. Wheeler sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Wheeler. And that will be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Weaver. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Weaver. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Weaver, and this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Vikings send out their punter as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run on 1st down. Harrison. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, it's Harrison. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wheeler. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. It's almost It's like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Off the play fake. Hilton. Over the middle, complete. That's Weaver. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down. Hilton. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st and 10, Hilton. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down now. They'll It's Weaver, and this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Off play action. Hilton steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, second and 10.
Up the middle they go. Harrison. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On first down, Weaver.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Wheeler. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harrison, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Wheeler. It's complete to Cole. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Harrison. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harrison. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Weaver. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on third down. Hilton, throw left side, complete. That's Lawson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
On second down, it's Weaver. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 91 yards for him on the ground now. On that, his 20th carry of the ball game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Weaver. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Harrison. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake. Wheeler. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. Rolling to his left, and it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. So that last kickoff, just a mere